viewers, we are excited to have you on this show, The Mimu, the show with ultimate information pertaining the lives of the young generation. I understand we are in a lockdown, we are in, some of you are quarantined since the airports open, some people are flying in. I hope you are enjoying wherever you are seated, in your sitting rooms, at your workplaces, in your cars, people that are returning home. Hope you are enjoying the weekend. Today is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Wherever you are, the young people, we have come with a message for you. I'm here in the studios with a wonderful team. Joyous, how was your week?
My week has been amazing.
Wow.
I am not complaining.
So how is everything? How are you taking this period? Where it's a new challenge that we have to take.
Yeah, well, it has been challenging, but at the same time amazing, because we've been at school, we've been working, and people would feel like, I'm really tired of school, I'm really tired of work, the same monotonous things. And here comes the lockdown. Every day you wake up to sleep. You wake up to sleep. And then, you feel like now again, the sleeping is too much, the rest is too much. And then again, we move from that phase to go back to work. I feel it has really been challenging. We never saw this coming, but still I thank God, because it has given me time to myself. It has enabled us to actually touch within ourselves.
Exactly.
I have really loved it.
Yeah, because I understand this is a part in life where people are reflecting. How are you taking this? Please look in that camera and greet our viewers. They are so excited. People in Zimbabwe and beyond.
Well, good evening to our viewers. My name is Midi Kudzi. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, my weekend has been a tricky one. Sleepless nights. I think that the holiday was too long, so now reality has hit in. Like there's too much work at work, and then, but we are coping up, of course.
You're coping up.
It's been an amazing week. We needed it for some little money.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
So how are you taking this period? It's quite challenging for us, because you always tell me that some times you have to work at home, you don't access office. How are you taking this? Is this a new normal, or how are you taking this?
I would be abnormal to say that I don't like the fact that I'm working at home. I would be very abnormal. I'm enjoying it. Sometimes I'm in office, sometimes I'm at home. So it's been a good experience for me.
Well, some of our young people out there, you are facing challenges with your young brothers, little sisters, disturbing you at your worktops. You are with your laptop working out, and then your little sister comes by, you are in a Zoom meeting, and then they cry around. But I hope people are coping up with this. How are you taking this?
This period, I really enjoy the experience, because the way I used to be waking up every morning and go to the office. Right now I just receive every data on the internet, and I work from home, plans, and I send again the print and going to the sites, not every day like I used to do. So actually the pandemic came, but it affects people differently.
Exactly.
And for me, I'm getting new experience. I thank God nobody died in my family and my friends around. I praise the Lord. But in one side, we are sorry for those who lost their lives, and the ones who lost their friends and family. But for my work, it's a new experience, and I enjoy it.
Someone in Bukavu is waiting to listen to your surname. Please, Grace. Someone is anxious. Look into that camera.
Of all the people who are watching us from all over the world, particularly in Bukavu, Congo, je suis là encore votre garçon.
They want to listen to that name your grandpa gave you.
mais je suis Grace Maburiro Chewbacca. So for my, je vais, oh my God, French. Okay, I will understand. I'm going to explain my name and maybe later about it. Now? Okay, my name actually, Grace Maburiro Chewbacca. They gave me Grace because when I was born, it's when my dad got saved.
Wow.
They gave me Chewbacca because
revival in the family.
Chewbacca. They gave me Chewbacca because Chewbacca means a builder. My father was a builder, so he gave me that name, and it just, I think it's
living now.
Yeah, it's now living.
It's living.
I'm an architect. I'm an architect, and I think that name is working. Maburiro means new things.
New
You
buildings, new structures.
Yeah, so we think that I'm kind of living my name.
You are flowing.
Yeah, that.
Joyous, how is your area, arena in, you are a corporate lawyer, and how are you getting on, how are the courts of law, and how I know you are completing with your studies, with your master's degree, but you have an open mind to the field. What is happening? How do you feel this challenge has brought onto you?
They were the first people to open, by the way.
For real?
Of course, we all know lawyers are essential workers. That's the number one thing. Like, we can't run the country without the law.
Yes.
Wow.
And we can't live without it. So, really, the legal system, even as the country was locked down and all the other systems, it can't be locked down. Because the president will tell you, don't get out of your house. That's a law. Like, don't do this at this time. That's a law. So the law keeps on moving. And in the corporate world, because, well, we are still analyzing, this is the economy, how are the fuel stations moving, how are companies operating and all. And you see that it still runs around. It's interesting. I would actually advise, I don't know why you guys didn't do law, but it's a really great field. And maybe a young person out there would be, would be encouraged and inspired. It's a really beautiful thing, and it's the only profession, guys. Don't listen to anyone else. It's the only profession.
We shall see about that.
Yeah. So I think basically that's it right now.
We bless God for that, and we know we are very, very expectant of what God is going to use you to come out with in this period. We believe as a young generation, they are, concepts that affect us directly. I was reading a certain piece of information and I discovered our generation has, there is something that is lacking out in the young people, and in such a period, self-esteem. I found out that this writing was bringing it out so vibrantly. It was picturing it, how young people are now being affected by this concept, because this is a motivational, functional force that it can either make you, achieve high your dreams and explore yourself more for high productivity, or if you have it in a low position, it can affect your productivity. So how do you understand self-esteem? Because our young sisters are no longer going to school, they are at home, and they feel sad over times, they are depressed, and they feel they can achieve totally nothing. So how do you understand this concept of self-esteem? Self-esteem,
is a really, I find it's a really fundamental field, and it's, first of all, self, how you view yourself, and esteem, how you carry yourself. It's subjective. Self-esteem is a subjective kind of topic. Like, I carry myself this way because of this and this. I look at myself this way because I grew up in this kind of situation, or I've been told these kind of words. And without doubt, yes, you talked about depression, and it's really happening because, people face different challenges and all. But self-esteem being one of the things that we really need to be built, you find that in today's society it's actually really down in most youth. I won't really speak for many, but I remember when I was growing up, I've always wanted to be a lawyer from the time I was young.
Wow.
But I reached some point and I wasn't really performing so well. But and people will look at you say you want to do law, and they'll be like, how will you even manage it? You understand? So you're already having something that's really suppressing your desire. So it puts down your esteem. You feel, no, I think this subject or this particular course, this profession, I should leave it to people who can understand it more. You understand? So I grew up feeling like, maybe I can't because of what people are saying. But I thank God, because around me are God, my parents. They would always say, you know what, you can do this, you can do that. I remember one time in secondary, in ESFO, I used to fail sciences so much. And my dad said, please, just pass them for UNEB. And after UNEB, we shall leave them and you'll do something else that is comfortable for you. And of which law didn't need the sciences. You understand? So it starts to build in me that I can actually do something. But before we even get there, you see that self-esteem is now to my side. It's how I grown up, and people are saying, you grow up knowing I actually can do this, I want to become this. And someone tells you, and they prove to you, because of what's happening around you, because of how you do things, you can't actually become that. And then it just puts down your self-esteem.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is your take on this?
Okay, self-esteem is how I just value myself.
Your
That price I put on
own
myself.
worth.
I don't even need anybody else. Self-esteem. I value myself. I write that check about myself. So the self-esteem helps me to fulfill my capabilities, me as a person. Yes, that's what I understand about self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Oh, self-esteem for me, I think it's that belief that someone has about himself. Sometimes it may be low, sometimes it may be high, according to the environment that you've been in, or the people you talk with, the people, the word you hear, you welcome. And yeah, it's about the environment first, according to me. It's what you get. You may be born in a family where they know you can't do anything and they keep on telling you the same thing. Now you think that you grow up, you know, I can't do that, I can't be that. And it puts you down. Yet, I know you may be weak in some points, but still you can work on something and be better.
Wow. This is Race TV, and this is Mimu, finding the winner within you. Everyone following us on our Facebook page, we are glad to have you there. People following us on Race TV, our Facebook page, please comment, write to us. We would like to know where these people are watching us from. It's really a nice experience.
I want to share the experience.
I've grown to learn that self-esteem has categories. It is categorized. There are people with high self-esteem, and that's really so amazing. In fact, it's the perfect level of you knowing who you are, knowing your own worth, like your own worth, like knowing how you are, describing yourself in a right way, like how you must be. And also there are people with low self-esteem, and there are people with also inflated self-esteem. They go above the normal. So have you met people in life that have any of the three?
Yes. I've met both. The one without, with the high. No, the one with the low esteem, and then the one who is inflated. There are those people that you just can't tell them. You can't. Like Joyous will speak to me and I will build a wall on my ear. Those are the people that, like, you believe in yourself is like, yenze, like like those people, I feel like those people, when they fail in life, they will have no one to blame but themselves. Because there is somebody that wanted to help you. Maybe someone saw something that you couldn't have seen. But because for them they know that me, when I choose that today I'm going to wake up and this is what is going to happen, they don't listen to somebody else. Then there's someone that has a very low esteem. Me, I've ever had a friend, actually. For her, she grew up when she has a disability, like her teeth. So she grew up when she had no love. Yeah, she grew up when she had no love. People would not even love her. Like, how when we're children, you just make fun of people. Look at your teeth and you laugh. But you don't know that at the back of her mind is affecting her. Right now, she is married, but her marriage, the guy married her out of gratitude. But even up to now, the guy does not appreciate her for her. So she's this kind of a person that when she has a friend, she has to own you. That's how bad, like, her esteem is. It's so low that when she gets one person, like, I can't have somebody else. So it is you, Joyous, gwe. So it is that bad that it puts you in a box where you think, like, people can't love me, people can't accept me for who I am, and most especially when people they pity party you. Like, oh, she's disabled, we just have to love her. I have that problem. So I feel like I would rather handle someone who has a low self-esteem. That one you can build them, you can help them. But for someone who has it way up there, those ones, they're like fire. You can't even touch them.
What do you think really causes that inflation?
Joyous, someone tells you every day, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You are so intelligent, you're so intelligent, you're so intelligent. Like, not one person. Like, literally everyone around you is telling you you're beautiful and you're intelligent. But what other confirmation do I want? I'm intelligent.
Wouldn't it be right?
I think
It's not right, but there are people like
it's
that.
Right, you're beautiful, right? It's right, you're intelligent. So how does that connect?
I've ever been around a girl who knows she's beautiful, and then when you go where you are, like very many of you people, she'll be like all over the place just to prove it to like I'm beautiful. And then like men are all over her. Like sometimes I even feel like their confidence is built from how even us which is a good thing
from without.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's a good thing to tell you just that you're beautiful. But then there are people that are building on the wrong bricks. I think you can't deal with such a person.
For me, I think that it's better to be having inflated self-esteem than be having alone. Because I've been there once. I've been down. You know, I had eyes problem. You saw my glasses, right?
Yeah.
I reached at the age that my eyes started changing color. I was seeing very well, but not in much light. So my eyes started changing color, and I hated my eyes. I hated my eyes because even when I was going to see the oculist, he was telling me every day your eyes are getting worse. I guess my eyes were changing colors. So they bought for me glasses. Now it created in me that low esteem. I don't know. I could not look into the eyes of people.
When you have two eyes.
Yeah, because I just knew that, you know, every time my eyes were like crying, you know, crying eyes, you know, with tears, and I could not look at you. Like if I look at you, look at me, I have to look down.
You're afraid of people judging
your
eyes.
even
I see.
I didn't want people like even seeing my eyes, I just know you are judging me. You know, when I look at you, we look at me, I look down. I can't stand before people like presenting something because I'm just feeling again. So that really puts me down, and I was feeling like there are some things I can't do. There are something that I can't just do. Like I told you, I didn't used to speak. I could not stand like before you guys speaking like that.
Glory to God. Yeah.
But thank God I'm here, right?
Yes.
Because someone took that away from me. Someone just rose me up, and it was in Kampala. It was here when I was here. It was a lady.
But you look at what Grace is saying. You find that actually what puts down people's esteem is something so small.
So yeah,
It's not small. I feel like a physical disability is not something small.
Really?
It's not.
Yeah, because you may see that way, but the way I was seeing it.
Do you know that may even feel like sometimes self-esteem, sometimes when it's not even in the head. Sometimes, most of the times, it's what is on the outside. If I know I have an ugly teeth, you will not see me smiling. It has affected my esteem already. Because I can't stand in people and open my teeth, I'll be knowing they are ugly, so I can't smile.
Exactly what I am saying. That you attach so much to something really small. You understand?
But it's the
like
small
let me
things.
tell you, your whole body. You have a lot of everything on your body, but you center your whole life on just.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Life is just unfair like that. It is unfair like that.
That I find that people really attach like what really puts down people's self-esteem. I really find it something very, very small that actually it amazes how something very small can affect the whole entire. You find it affects someone's whole destiny. Someone grows up gloomy just because their teeth are bad. They cannot smile, you see? And yet they are okay, they are intelligent, they have every other thing that can build them up. And that's why to me it can never beat, I can't say high self-esteem or I would prefer it to the low self-esteem. I would just always prefer someone being themselves. Like having the normal esteem, not inflated, not low, but just being yourself, like knowing yourself. How do you look at yourself? You understand? Because at the end of the day, everyone is different. Everyone has those flaws. Everyone has a dark corner. Everyone has something that's not really perfect. But how do you look at yourself? Because I know, I will say me, Joyous, when I get here in this area, I can do this extremely well.
But in a situation whereby there is someone that constantly reminds them, joyous, you have ugly teeth, joyous, you have ugly, you can't blame that person. Sometimes that person actually grew up when they were okay with what they are, but then we bully, like, you know, bullies. Even
I understand how bullies
like
are.
A bully can really make you doubt yourself.
Yes,
so,
that's very true. They can make you doubt yourself. And that's why today we are here to say that when someone comes and says, you know what, so and so you have ugly teeth, or so and so you can't do this, it is your responsibility to go back and tell yourself, I can actually do it. And don't just tell yourself to encourage yourself or what, but say it to yourself, meaning it. And after meaning it, you go and act upon what actually people say you are not. Do you know, it's just like when you live and you feel smart. When you feel smart that day, you really feel it, even if people don't appreciate. And there are times you're actually smart, but you don't feel smart. Even when someone else says you're smart, you won't feel it.
Well,
that's the same thing.
This is the Mimu, and we are happy. The conversation has caught fire. It's so interesting. You know, since March, it's now about 5 months here in Uganda and all over the world. A pandemic was declared by the World Health Organization. So many countries went on lockdown, and now we are witnessing phases in easing the lockdown. In Uganda, we are at a certain phase where the business fraternity arcades are open, but you know, schools are closed, and self-esteem, you know, has been evident, like how low or high people are experiencing it. More so, you know, the youth, the young generation, the school-going age, how we are seeing high cases of domestic violence, you know, mistreatment of the young people. We know we having pairings with cases at the police station, and you know, domestic violence, child labor. Many people are under stress. The financial statuses are changing. The economy is at stake. People are worried. They don't know what is next. They really can't figure out. People are in the distress. Which message do you have for these people? Many of them are young people that had started businesses before the lockdown, but the businesses no longer have life. How should they cope with this? Because it's real. Many people have revamped, as you said, that you know, some people have, you understand that normal in self-esteem and it's better. But some people have been left out. They are confused. They don't know what to do.
Well, the first thing is not to be confused. That's the very first step.
Yeah.
In other words, every time you feel like you're confused, you first pull out and analyze yourself. Why am I confused? What exactly is confusing me? Yes, I started a business and now I can no longer go on with it because of the current situation. Yes, you cannot go on with your business, but what can you do right now?
Wow.
That is what is very important today. What can I do right now? Because every time there is a scarcity, that's an opportunity for you to do something. So you think outside the box. That's what I feel is practical. For example, lockdown has been here, but the Rolex stands have still been working. You understand? So you can shift your focus and say, let me do what? Let me make chapatis, or let me make samosas, because people still eat. You just think outside the box. You may not necessarily be going to your arcade or to do what, because you can no longer afford the rent. But there are some small things you can do. People actually, during lockdown, have been cooking, have been making mandazi. Let's shift this from just enjoyment and use it to make money, actually, and build ourselves.
Wow. Unhappy childhood is one of the proof causes of low self-esteem. And this affects us as the young people when we are growing. How do you take this?
Well, my advice is two ways. Desperate situations to people that have low esteem. Let them fight, like she said, fight to look for opportunities in situation where there's scarcity. Because you get so desperate. We are in a situation where we are so desperate. There is no money, there is nothing, there is not, like, it's like life is not moving. We reached a point where like things were not shifting. So the people that have a low esteem, it even lowers them more. But my advice is look for opportunities where like things look like, when things are relaxed, you should be fighting. And for those that have high esteems now, be motivated to push harder.
those with inflated in such a period of time.
Motivated to push harder.
Push harder.
Yes.
Never give up. Wherever you are, don't just give up. Joyous, you intrigued me with something of, that resilience, that remaining in position, whatever situation is happening. Many people are challenged right now. Even the sites are no longer operating like how they used to be. How do you see this?
Actually, as I said, the situation came, but it affected us in different ways. So you have to see the way it affected you and find what actually for some people it made us think even higher.
Yeah.
Wow. So I know our thinking was on that daily basis thing. We wake up in the morning, you have to go to the site, then we go to the office. Now it's a client just has to send you data, or someone who is close to the site, you send someone there, take pictures, they take measurements, they send to you at home, you design from home. After designing, you pack them again, you send the print, and they submit to the councils. Now, I think this is a time whereby in everything we're doing, just trying to find another way that is not the way it used to be.
Yeah.
I even think God just brought this to shift our mind. Maybe we've been stuck in the same, usual thing we've been doing, everything, yeah. But now people are thinking differently.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not only a bad thing, but it's also shifting our minds. So in everything we are doing, just try to shift your mind and do something. There is something you can do to make what you're doing better.
Wherever you're watching us from, we are excited. Keep following us on our Facebook page. MeMove, and on the Rest TV, our Facebook page. We request you to drop in your comments, your experiences about self-esteem. We want to know how you went about it, how different, because different people operate differently in different situations. We want to know different situations so that we cope them up and know where you're watching. People are watching us from Mengo, as far as people are watching us from Ndeba, Kansanga, people with us around, people watching us from Mokono, Masindi. We are glad, and people watching us internationally. Some are watching us from Zimbabwe, some are watching us from Kenya, Congo, Burundi, Tanzania. We are glad. Let's go for a very short break. We shall be right back after this. Our dear viewers, we are glad to have you back on MeMove, finding the winner within. We are excited. The show, all the discussions and the conversations are catching fire, and we know, we hope you are enjoying wherever you are, from the comfort of your homes. You are enjoying. Many people are in this time, they are driving back home. People are following us on Facebook, but please, as you watch us on Facebook, please drive safely. First listen to the audio, you watch the video later, but not drive as you watch the video. It's risky. Just reach home and like, comment and share this good news to many people. Previously, I read something about how people are coping up. It was in the New Vision, how people are coping up. And families, the trends are changing in homes. People are cutting meals. And people are worried, you are young, young man, you are used to taking a lot of osho, you know, everything in time, in what school, you know, society, you know, we live in a social contract. Mikwano Jaffe, we are no longer seeing all our friends. You get, and many of these people help us along in our journey. You know, people motivate you. You have that one friend, and you feel nice. We are no longer seeing these people.
But I am actually happy about, personally, I think it's a good thing.
I agree with her.
People's self-esteem every day is so much built.
It's dependent on someone.
On someone else.
Yes.
You understand? If I am so and so's friend, then it puts me at a certain level, which we won't deny. But being that person's friend doesn't make you who you are. Who you are is from within. You understand? We've already seen these things. I remember when I was still undergraduate at campus. I had a friend, but you would always see, like you can guess where she's coming from. The family is not really at that place. You get? But when they are at school, it's a really different thing. Akugamba, you know, this Saturday I want to go for swimming, or this time I want to do this, I want to buy this kind of thing, I want to do this. You understand? And the person would really live that life of, you really know, the parents are not really able to give,
afford, yeah.
So the person starts to get out of their way, actually, to start to depend on men to keep up this position. You understand? Kachamuntu nabela onga chenyini chali, we can't know it. Ate ne chenyini chali naye tachekiririza.
So that's when you're saying like low esteem is forcing someone to fit in.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like actually, society, they are low esteem. It's low esteem, but in a way also of someone not accepting who they are.
Who they really are.
You get? So because they don't accept who they are, they try to fit into who they think they should be, but who they actually ain't. And then it forces them to do what will keep them in that position.
But what if I have to fit in? If Joyous comes from a rich family, and then I don't come from a rich family, then there is a man somewhere that wants to give me some money so that I fit in your circle.
And that's where the problem is. Because you're coming from a normal family and I'm coming from a rich family has nothing to do with me relating with you. You understand?
But there are some relations that are like that. Like I'm going to be your friend only like when you have money. Like my circle is the rich gang.
You don't necessarily need to relate with someone because of actually the outside bit of it. They want to relate with you. They can't relate with you because of what you are. You let them pass. As you yourself, Midi, you can't be friends with everyone. And not everyone can be friends with you. Of course. So the people who can't be friends with you, you let them pass.
I was saying that from what you were saying, I've just realized something that an indicator or a trait of someone that has low esteem is failure to accept who they are. Like I was saying, I have a friend that for her, she only associates with people who have money. But that's
a very big
at their home there's no money, and she will do what it takes. If it means buying you the most beautiful foundation, she knows Joyous loves makeup, she will buy that beautiful foundation so that you become her friend.
And you find that person can't afford it for themselves.
They can't, but then society is forcing them to, you know, Joyous, sometimes us as the youth say, we are trying our level best to fit in. There's that thing of like wanting to fit in, and it really affects, it hits so much with people that have low esteem, because I can't accept that omanichi ewakate tuina. So let me just accept that we don't have. But because my esteem is low, I'm just going to have denial. Like it's going to be a denial in my head. I'll be like, you know what? I'll take what it takes to fit in. So I'll end up saying I'll be in the rich gang. You know how we be.
And that's really being inappreciative. Like it really perturbs me. I really thank God because of maybe the way my parents have brought me up. But there's a way my dad always brings it. Like for him, when you're growing up, you receive things in stages. Like even if you pressure him, oh daddy, I want this iPhone, I want this iPhone. He'll ask you why, because so and so has it. There's actually a time he told us, you know, if I give you 10,000 to go to school and someone has like 100,000, if the other person buys 10 sumbis, buy one sumbi and eat it at a low pace, so that by the time that one sumbi
the 10 are done.
Yes, the 10 are also done. So you come when you know what I have is what I have.
Yeah.
And it's what I have to present. You understand? If you can fit in, you come and sit with me. But if you cannot, then we cannot. Like that friend of mine I've been talking about, you know. you find someone is really struggling, someone is now, it pushes youth. Someone, you have to look for money from men. And these days, men use that a lot because they know
we want money.
We are desperate for the money.
Yes.
And to fit in, I have to dress a certain way, I have to have money a certain way, I have to hang a certain way, and I have to do things. These days, birthdays are like, over what? Someone does a birthday, and it's like,
sometimes I even blame it on us.
What I think is, what causes that is people refuse to accept themselves and appreciate who they are. There is a mattress. This mattress is an Indian guy. He's wise. He said that the starvation of love doesn't cease by receiving love. The starvation of love ceases by giving love. Sometimes you have to know that you don't need people to love you. But if someone doesn't love you, tell him, no, don't love me because me, I'm going to love you.
But what are you going to tell someone who has a low esteem? Because for them, they want to be, that's one characteristic they have. For them, they want to be loved. And they are narcissists. They love themselves so much. And they want to be loved so much.
They want to be
accepted and be loved. So how would you advise such a person?
Then, if you want to be loved, first love. You have to love first.
How will I know how to love first if I can't love myself?
If I can't love myself.
You see how it's now turning?
That's what I'm telling you. You have to love yourself in the condition you are in. Yeah?
But how will I love myself
when I'm not even accepting the condition? Yes.
Previously, I've been telling you my story. Let me bring it back, and I just explained to you how I got my confidence back. I got my self-esteem back. I told you I had a problem with my eyes, and looking at people in the eyes was a problem. Even you can be asking me something, I will just do something. To do that in the way that my eyes would be down. So I really didn't love my eyes. I hated them. Yeah, and there's no one who told me that my eyes were bad. I knew it. They were, my doctor was saying your eyes are changing colors and everything, and even the tears were falling. So I just knew that, and I knew my eyes are bad. So when I came here, I got a friend. She's a lady actually. Where I went to fellowship at church, and I got this friend of mine, and one time we were just speaking, changing, and she told me, you have cute eyes. And I asked her, what did you just say? You have cute eyes. I told her, is it a kind of irony or something? And she was like, seriously, do you
see your low esteem there?
No, yeah. I'm telling you, I was low.
Yeah.
And I asked her, are you really sure what you're talking about? Is it a kind of irony or something? She was like, do you look at yourself in the mirror?
We're supposed to marry that one.
She was like,
where is that missus?
And she told me, first try, your eyes are different, your eyes are cute. On that day, I think that woman changed my life.
Wow.
Because I went back in the mirror, I started looking at my eyes differently. And what the Bible says that there is power on your tongue, in what you say. I started telling myself, you have cute eyes, your eyes are cute, your eyes are cute, your eyes are cute. And now I feel like, are my eyes so bad?
Yeah, nice.
I didn't even realize you used to wear glasses.
Look at me, my eyes are cute, right?
They're good to go.
Yeah, my eyes are cute. From that day, I just knew this lady, she really changed my life and the way of seeing myself. And from that day, I just knew that I could look at you, man. I'm just looking in the way that you just look in my eyes and you see the cute eyes that I have. Yeah, no, so that low esteem just went like that.
Disappeared,
so it means there is the way we see ourselves. Yeah, that's what we're going to be telling our viewers. There is the way we see ourselves. It might be low or like down, but there is another way you can see yourself in that is positive. So I think this is a time whereby you have to be adding the volume of every positive voice that comes, and every negative voice you just shut down. This is a moment you have to tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I can make it. I know I don't have that shining shirt right now, that good shoe now, but I will get it. Yeah, tell me if I do work.
Yeah, because what makes you think that so and so is more beautiful than me? You see, like I want us to get someone out of that box for saying, I think this person has this better than me. I think this person has this area better than me.
But what if it's the truth?
No,
When I know Joyous has beautiful lips than me, yes.
No.
When I know Joyous is beautiful than me.
No. How do you measure beauty? How
Yeah,
can
that's
I
the
even
problem.
think someone
No,
is
some
more
people look
beautiful
at
than
beauty
me?
with just how the face is. Joyous,
You will be shocked.
we need to be realistic that there are some people that look at the pettiest of things to determine.
By the way,
yes.
you can never convince me that someone is more beautiful than me.
Now
No.
you see that's because you are confident.
And that is what we are talking about right now.
Listen, you call that inflated self-esteem?
It's not inflated self-esteem because it's not an illusion. It's something that is real. It is truth. You understand?
Okay.
Midi is beautiful.
Maybe you consider it more realistic than how others consider it to be.
I don't think someone else might not even say that you're beautiful. You know, the world is so rude. That's why when he was talking, I was like, you know, sometimes even us, we want so much to believe in ourselves that, you know what, I'm okay, my eyes are okay, my eyes. But sometimes we need. You see how he came out. Someone had to first confirm it to him. You see what I'm telling you? Sometimes it's even our environment that surrounds us. If you have people that are negative, I'm not going to be boosted.
Of course, yes, of course. Negative people will never cease to be there. They will always be there. But we use them as stepping stones. You know, I have a really long story. But when I was in Form 6, like, I was a bit stubborn, yes. But also I had subjects that
Your child is stubborn.
And you know, some teachers really come up and say, you girl, you can't do this, you can't do what. And I say to myself, this that they say I cannot do, I am actually going to do it and prove to them that I can do what? Like that I can do it. When the results came back and I had passed highly and everyone is wondering, oh this girl, you see? But then, because when people told me that I could not do it, it doesn't mean at that moment I was doing it. No, I would not do it. Actually, I would not. I had all the reasons to actually say what they are saying is right, because that's what they were saying. But I say to myself, actually, what they are saying I cannot do, I am going to make sure I do it, so that I disapprove them.
This is my story. Me, I've always had an issue when I was growing up. I was that kind of a person that always had something to say, but I had stage fright. My esteem was so low. I didn't think that I would stand in front of people and say something and people would listen to me. So this is the only way that this helped me is I got people that kept on pushing me, do this, do this.
So
I would sing in the choir.
Those people.
I was going to continue saying that people would not know what I think.
So imagine someone who is in your position but they don't have the people to do that, because there are people who really don't have anyone.
Thank God we are here now.
Thank God we are here now. We are going to help them. Yes,
Listen,
yes.
I think there is some point that I agreed with when they talked about beauty
Yeah.
beauty and the state of someone. I just think about it. Just to think about it. I thought of God, seeing God coming with His soil, water, creating an ugly thing. Creating nothing, creating someone who is not a useless thing or a nobody. I do believe that everyone that God created
It's beautiful.
is beautiful,
Exactly.
is valuable in
Yes.
some way or another. God
But
can't waste his time.
Some
to
people
create.
say that it's like a consolation.
Exactly.
Some people say
Those
it's
are the
a
voices I was saying we have to
Consolation.
shut down. Those are the voices who said we have to shut down.
Have you ever been? I've been in a situation. You guys, this is real. I've been in a situation. I have a friend. She's very beautiful. I've been in a situation when I'm moving with that girl. It's like I was at a random. Have you ever been in that situation? Listen.
Oh,
No,
that's
but of
already a
course,
problem.
a man is allowed to appreciate. A man is created to appreciate a woman.
Yes,
you
that's
get what I'm
true.
saying, Joyous? We want let us be as realistic as we
As
can,
possible.
as
Yes, we
possible.
are, but
Like
then-
men are meant to admire women, but I've ever moved with a girl whereby she got like 90% of the attention, and it's like I was a shadow. So it killed my esteem. But then someone needs to be helped. If of course it, you guys.
I think someone who is in your state right now, just tell him there's those people that you have to like. The way you say she was getting like 90% of the attention. Why do you work with her?
No, it's
She's my
okay.
friend. It's okay. Me, I don't even mind
It's
her being
fine.
my friend.
Let me
I
tell
don't.
you something
I
very,
don't.
very, 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 I believe this is very fundamental, you know? Me, if I was working with someone and it's not that every time men are going to recognize you. We are different people, and some of us, God actually hides us. He hides us, He preserves us. So whenever you walk and there are people who are not right, are not going to see you.
Hallelujah.
Because God is preserving you. You understand? So it's not because these men are saying this and this. They may be time wasters, and sometimes you're not as strong to stand and say, you know what, these people are really wasting my time. And God will say, you know what, Joyous, let me preserve you from this. That's why if I reach a place and no man is going to say, Joyous, this, it doesn't do anything to me. You understand? Because I want us to take our validation from men. For the
From
ladies,
people.
yeah?
Or from people, don't
Yes.
say men alone.
Actually,
people.
from people, you understand? People have said you are not this. Let them say. People will always say those things, but what do you say about
As yourself.
yourself?
But
That's
just,
very important.
even some parents out there, bw'abeera ne muwala we ng'akuliridde asuumuusa atuuse mwaka akaseera we balina omugambirako abaana b'obulenzi, and the parent is not getting anything like, you know, like the daughter being appreciated. Abazadde abamu kibayisawo they feel bad.
Did you watch the TikTok video where a father used to wake up every morning and tell their child to say something, I'm beautiful? Did you watch that TikTok video? A child is I think she's like 3 years old, or like even less. The father makes her repeat words every day. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am for God. Like, so so sometimes even parents, the way they groom us, there's a way, like you guys, like you will not be nothing, you will not be anything in life.
You're stupid.
And that one is totally destroyed. I know. You people, we are here to discover the winners within ourselves.
Exactly.
If your mother is not helping you do that, then there's God that is going to help you find that
Actually,
person.
that's very, very, very important. Knowing God for ourselves, you know. I know I've grown up in church, and I always, by the time I started understanding, my mom was born again Christian. You're going to church, but today I can sit and tell someone that actually, first of all, your relationship with God is very, very important. Katonda talinda kunonyeza mu church, you guys. You know, every day, you know, there are so many different things. You listen to a song, a gospel song, and God is talking to you. God is telling you, Joyous, you're beautiful. God is telling you, Joyous, you're intelligent. I bought you with a price, and God is telling you these things. You know, we have the word of God. Many abantu abasinga they doze when they open the Bible. But even if you just read one verse like this, because let me tell us, Katonda Chagamba, it is the truth about us. That's what is very, 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 very important. Let's leave validation from I want to associate with this person because of that.
But have you ever dealt with someone that never sees any positive in life?
Yes.
That's someone who
That's
has
so
always
frustrating.
My God.
They are so
You tell them
frustrating.
it's like you people, yeah. I know that life has thrown stones at us. Life has been so cold, most especially in this situation. Like, have you ever sat up? That's why this COVID, I was so happy that I was not around people. Otula nawa tukachoka no COVID bana.
Auntie, some people say
nothing positive comes out of their mouths.
It's better to prepare for the worst than to always look at the good and then the worst happens. That's what some people say. You know, I am. You know how we always say in faith, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am of God, I am of what, and then people feel you're not preparing yourself for the worst bit of it. You know the situation where you say I'm going to pass and then you fail. You get? And then, you know, people are looking at you. She used to always say I'm going to pass.
What happened? And then what do you do?
Then we need wisdom. I think we need wisdom in everything that we do. I know there are qualities that God puts in me that nobody can change. Don't tell me I'm ugly. God didn't waste his time creating so I'm beautiful. Yeah, I'm handsome, I'm good, my eyes are cute, they told me that. So
and I want to thank that girl, wherever you are, madam.
We praise
you
so
Thank
much.
you for discovering that.
I just decided not to.
something.
I will love her.
Salute.
You guys didn't hear that.
I will love her forever. It's a time in my life. I will
You love her
You
forever.
will love her forever.
All right, our dear viewers, wherever you are, the show is so much interesting. People following us on Facebook. We are grateful as a team, by the way,
So much.
for the Marichis following us on Facebook. People are watching from London, America, people from Canada, people from Iceland. We love you so much. Keep liking, comment. We want to know your personal experience with esteem. You know, this is so profound. Profound.
Teacher self-esteem. It's really a big issue, eh?
A very big one.
It's a big. It actually has to do with someone's destiny.
Exactly.
Because people who can't even go see from at a certain angle because they believe they cannot.
I can't reach there.
They
Yeah.
see failure before even they try. So
Oh,
they just see failure
profound.
before. Yeah, you know, there is a project that comes, but before even you try it, before even you take it on the paper, you say, no, I just can't do that. Nobody did that in my family. My dad didn't know I can
You know,
do
like like you guys, I was telling you, may have a teacher of mine, Mr. Chirabu. I salute you, sir. He was my literature teacher.
Salute.
He used to tell me that you're supposed to be a writer or a public speaker. He usually used to tell me that all the time.
So he forwards so.
He forwards, but
a prophet.
what did I do? Procurement and supply chain management.
Oh.
Because I told you that I had an issue with talking. I didn't think that I would talk and someone would listen. But then I thank God that I surrounded myself with people that saw potential in me. The first time I was on a show, it was Take Off.
wow.
My friend saw something. The next thing, our pastor, our beloved pastor saw something. So I think when you surround yourself with people that believe and trust in yourself, they'll push you to boundaries you thought you would not reach.
Your story has really brought something to me. You say, you know, you are so timid when it comes to
I was.
public speaking. You were.
Yeah, not
Yes,
anymore.
You were.
Yeah.
But then your teacher saw and told you you're supposed to be a public speaker. You know? So it brings to me this where the Bible says that actually in our weakness is our greatest strength.
Yes.
Because every time you feel you are weak in a particular point, in a particular area, that's when God comes and does does perfection and does something that will make people say, oh my God, that is
Within
God.
just very well.
That's what God loves. He loves the glory. He loves the praise. He loves people to see things and be like, oh my God, this is God. So every time you feel you're weak, every time you feel you can't speak before people, actually believe you can, because when you sit and say, God, I cannot speak before people, but you say that when I cannot, you actually will do
Can't
it
you
through me.
work with your
Yes.
small nieces and
You do
nephews?
it through me.
Address them there and talk to
Then
them.
that's how actually our strength, that has always also encouraged me. Every time I feel I am weak in something, I say actually, if I do this, then I will know it is you. And when I know it is you, other people will also know it is you. Like I've said, when I passed my S6, I knew it was God with no doubt. And even when other people, they see you worshiping God, they know that actually she's worshiping a
God,
God
yeah.
who has produced results, and we can see them. So we should just, our viewers, it's really beautiful, it's amazing. Just keep on looking into yourself. Wegamba, you know what? Chino si chisobola. Ate mbutufu byatu ekisobola. Naye that's the reason God has created you like that.
Some of these things you
So
can't
that's
change them.
Angola.
You just have to accept that that's how they are, and then tell God, you know what, use me like you created me.
There's something
Yes.
He created you for.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important because you have to also set realistic goals for you to move on well. To our dear viewers, we are glad to have you. This is Mimu, Finding the Winner Within. We are so happy to have you from the studios of Rest TV. As a team, we thank God for this opportunity to talk to the young generation. I hope wherever you are, you know, systems have changed at your places of work. Follow the SOPs by the government through the Ministry of Health. You know, wear your face mask, wash your hands, don't attract crowds. And also have it in mind that we are in a pandemic, but also other life-threatening events are still existing. So be careful as you can. God bless you wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. Keep engaging us. We need to get this. Don't worry about us. We are in a monitored quarantine. We are not having our masks on. But I know you wear your mask. You do. Because this is so important because you have to be preserved for the next generation.
Yeah.
The next generation needs you. Joyous, you were sharing and you excavated some important thing about relationships, and in this era they have so much to do with our esteem. It has so much. So I want you to look into that camera and encourage someone who is facing, I know you have the right words, to encourage someone facing instabilities in a relationship and they are leading to low self-esteem.
In a relationship, you mean like relationships in general?
Generally.
I mean, boy to girl, love.
Love relationships.
Love, yeah.
Yes, what I would say is that, first of all, you have to know, when you get into a relationship, you come with your love, and your partner is also coming with their love. This is self-love. The Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That means if you don't love yourself, the love you give other people is false love. You can only love yourself and know how to love other people. So that means that just because my boyfriend says I am beautiful, it's not the reason I am beautiful. He says I am beautiful because actually I am.
Wow.
Because it comes from within,
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah.
So let's not look at relationships. Actually, don't enter a relationship for validation,
Exactly.
to feel self-worth. That is very, very wrong. If you're at that point, you are a very good candidate to sit down and self-evaluate yourself. Say, why don't I love myself? How can I love myself? How can you love yourself? Know that, first of all, God loves you. He loved you and He came here for you. So you start your journey with God. And that's how it will help us. By the time you get into a relationship, you know what to bring on table. Because to love, you have to draw out of love. And you can't draw out when you don't have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have guidance. We have a lot of ultimate information that you need for you to move on and to go on. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So timidity is crossed out. We want to thank God for this because I believe someone out there is being helped for real.
And I think I read something today and it said that we glorify the Creator by appreciating the creation. I'm going to call somebody out there. You are going to appreciate yourself. So when you go in the bathroom in your room, just look yourself in the mirror.
I'm beautiful.
Look at yourself. Tell him that guy is going to be seeing in the mirror. Tell him, guy, you are handsome. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are resilient. You're just great, because I believe God didn't create an ugly person. Didn't create a nobody. God could not waste His time creating a nobody. So you are somebody. I appreciate you. Everybody should. And you have to start by yourself. Appreciate yourself.
And then another thing, let us avoid to dwell on the things of the past or the negatives.
That's very important.
Exactly. That's the only way you're going to fight low esteem. Echagwa. Chaganya na chireke. Move on. It is okay. Focus on the present now. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. In front of this camera, I want to appreciate you. Are a great team.
Hallelujah.
I thank God for you. It's an honor to meet you people and to work with you. From the studios of Breast TV, we are humbled to have you. Follow us. Same station, same time, every Saturday, 8 p.m. up to 9 p.m. Every Saturday. Please follow in, like, share, comment. Follow us closely. This is Mimu, finding the winner within. May God bless you.
Ciao.